The Montana Rocky Mountains, buried in endless, freezing darkness. A violent winter blizzard howls, bending the ancient pines. The storm shows no mercy to anything caught within it. Through the blinding snow, a mother mountain lion struggles deeply. In her jaws, she gently carries her tiny newborn cub. She is exhausted, her heavy paws sinking into the drifts. Every step is a battle against the freezing, bitter wind. Suddenly, yellow eyes pierce the darkness just behind her. A pack of hungry timber wolves is hot on her trail. They are relentless, driven by the harsh hunger of winter. She pushes forward, reaching the roots of a massive oak. Beneath the old tree, a small hollow offers desperate sanctuary. She places her cub inside, shielding it from the biting snow. The tiny creature curls up, hidden in the pitch-black roots. With a tender lick, she says a silent, heartbreaking goodbye. She turns around, facing the terrifying darkness with fierce resolve. A mighty roar echoes, drawing the wolves' attention away completely. She charges into the blizzard, leading the danger away forever. The wolf pack follows her, disappearing into the violent storm. They fade into the night, a tragic sacrifice of nature. Inside the hollow, the tiny cub shivers, entirely, helplessly alone. Morning breaks at last. The storm has completely passed by. Sunlight reflects off the pristine, endless white mountain snow. The forest is quiet now, the snow melting from the branches. A rustic log cabin stands alone in the frozen wilderness. Warm smoke curls from its chimney into the clear sky. The heavy wooden door creaks open to the frozen morning. Old Arthur steps out, wrapped in heavy flannel against the cold. He adjusts his hat, preparing for the harsh winter morning. He grabs his shovel, beginning his daily mountain routine. As he clears the snow, the quiet air feels strangely heavy. He pauses, tilting his head, catching a very faint sound. His eyes scan the frozen landscape toward the distant oak. Trudging through the deep drifts, he follows the tiny whimper. He arrives at the roots, looking down at the snow.
There, he spots a small, motionless ball of golden fur. He gently brushes away the snow from the freezing cub. Large wolf tracks surround the tree, telling a terrifying story. A few drops of blood confirm his absolute worst fears. He sighs deeply, knowing nature is rarely kind to the weak. With gentle, calloused hands, he scoops up the fragile life. He tucks the freezing cub safely inside his warm, heavy jacket. Inside the cabin, a fire crackles brightly in the stone hearth. Arthur wraps the shivering cub snugly in a vintage wool blanket. Drop by drop, he feeds the little survivor warm, sweet milk. Slowly, beautiful blue eyes open, looking up in pure wonder. Arthur smiles, a profound warmth filling his lonely, quiet heart. Seasons change. Winter snow melts into vibrant green spring grass. The cub, now named Leo, sleeps peacefully at Arthur's feet. The cabin is filled with the soft strumming of an old guitar and the playful, endless energy of a growing mountain lion. Leo jumps around the cabin, bringing life to the wooden walls. On the wall hangs a photo of Arthur's beloved late wife.
I miss you so much, my love.
Martha,
Every
you would
day
have loved
without you
him,
is so hard.
Arthur whispers
I wish you were
very
here.
softly. Leo tilts his head, listening closely to the old man's voice. Autumn leaves fall, paving the way for the cold again. Winter returns, blanketing the beautiful mountains in white once more. Leo is no longer a cub. He is a massive, majestic king. Arthur brushes his thick golden fur with absolute, gentle devotion. Leo closes his eyes, feeling perfectly safe in this home. He nudges Arthur's hand, a bond forged in survival and love. Two souls finding deep comfort by the fire in a cold world. The flickering firelight dances across the walls of the cabin. Their home is filled with an unspoken, profound, and beautiful peace. Arthur kisses the great cat's forehead, deeply grateful for the company. He smiles, knowing he is no longer alone in the woods. Leo rests his heavy head, entirely safe and entirely loved. 2 years pass. A massive full moon lights the midnight sky. The silver light washes over the quiet, sleeping pine forest. Arthur and Leo sit quietly on the porch.
Suddenly, a wild, haunting roar echoes from the distant peaks. Leo's ears perk up. An ancient instinct awakens deep within him. His eyes widen, reflecting the bright, calling moonlight of the wild. He stands tall, his muscles tensing under the thick golden fur. His gaze locks onto the dark, mysterious edge of the forest. He paces the porch, scratching eagerly at the wooden floorboards. With a low, powerful growl, he answers the call of the wild. Arthur freezes, his coffee mug hovering in the cold night air. His trembling hand slowly lowers the tin mug to the table. He stares at the magnificent beast he raised from an orphan. A solitary tear escapes, glistening on his deeply weathered cheek. He nods slowly. He knows a king cannot be kept caged. Leo looks back at him, deeply torn between love and nature. The wild is calling, demanding its rightful son finally return. Arthur exhales, his breath visible in the freezing mountain air. Dawn approaches, bringing a gentle, quiet, and peaceful snowfall. Arthur's old hand grasps the heavy iron handle of the door. He pushes it completely open, revealing the vast, wild, snowy world. Leo stands at the threshold, hesitating to leave his only home. He turns back, rubbing his massive head against Arthur's frail legs. Arthur drops to his knees, his heart breaking in the snow. He buries his face in Leo's neck, crying tears of goodbye. "Go on," Arthur whispers brokenly. "Go out there and be a king." He points a trembling hand toward the deep, calling pine forest. Leo steps down from the porch, his paws touching fresh snow. He walks slowly toward the tree line, toward his true wild kingdom. Arthur watches him go, his heart heavy but fiercely proud. At the edge of the shadows, the great mountain lion stops. He turns his majestic head one last time to look back. A look of eternal gratitude passes between the man and beast. Arthur raises a trembling hand in a final, silent, gentle farewell. Leo sprints into the mist, vanishing into the wild forever. He fades away, returning to the harsh world he belongs to. Arthur stands alone, but his heart is no longer truly empty. Blood isn't everything. Sometimes, compassion builds the very greatest family.